And I remember when I finished high school, when I called grandma, and that's the year that grandma passed. So I called her. I told her that I have finished high school, and then what grandma told me is that now I can die as a happy woman.
Wow.
Because you have gotten whatever you have been crying for, and whatever you have been longing for.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that she was going to die during that time, because okay, for me I was proud.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just feel that I wish I didn't tell her that I have finished.
Yeah.
And but I'm proud that she died.
In peace.
Yeah.
She waited for you. Yeah.
She waited for me to finish.
And
Yes. And the next day I was in Nyeri.
You joined high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I joined high school after, imagine, I was supposed to join Form 1 in 2004, but I joined high school in 2014.
Wow. 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years later.
What's up, my beautiful people? I'm back again. My name is Chef Matiko. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm coming live from home. When I say home, I'm in Kenya, East Africa, a place called Nyambuhanse. This is my village. This is actually, those are my neighbors. This is how I will stay. This is my mom's compound. And on today's video, we have a very awesome guest. Guess who is here? I will let her introduce herself, and we keep on moving. Actually, she is my sister from another mother. So guys, welcome. Watch this video until the end. I hope it will be a motivation to somebody, an inspiration to somebody, and this is a learning day. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I am Maria Mugini, a young YouTuber, a young mother, a sister. Yeah. So
yes.
I feel so happy to be on this channel. It is my first time actually to do the video with the Chef Matiko's channel, and I feel so great, and I thank God for this opportunity. And yeah, we hope to share, learn, and yeah. Yes.
So guys, on today's video, Maria, why are you talking like that? Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
I'm going to teach you how to do YouTube. You are a YouTuber, and I'm going to teach you how to do YouTube. The moment you start speaking, like on the camera, that vibe, that energy that you are giving to the audience, it brings a major impact. So if somebody hears you, like, you know, it's an it's like it's a vlog. It's not even an interview. So don't. The moment you start, like, you turn on the camera, the energy you are bringing to people is what will keep them watching. So guys, my sister here is learning YouTube, and I'm here to help her. But before that, we're gonna share her story, share her life. Then, above all, the reason as to why we are here to do this video is to support Maria, because she is an upcoming YouTuber. How many subscribers do you have?
Currently, I'm having 405 subscribers. 405. Yeah.
So currently, she has 405 subscribers, and I believe by the end of this video, we will be having 1,000 subscribers, because I know Team Chef Matiko never fails. I'm sorry, I've taken some medicine, and probably they're making me feel uncomfortable. So who is Maria Mugini?
Maria Mugini, as I have said, Maria Mugini is a
a hard question. let me make it easier. Tell me where you are born, where you are raised. Yeah, born and raised.
Actually, I have where I have been raised. I cannot say where I was born, because I found myself in this family of Matiko Muginga, under the care of Maritina Gat Mabel.
Our grandma.
Yeah, our late grandma.
So you never know where you were born.
Actually, I cannot tell because I don't know that history. So I'm growing with that life environment in that family that I found myself in, because actually starting here, nursery school. That means that I was very young, growing under that environment of grandma and all that. So back to history, actually, grandma passed away without revealing anything to me or to us or to anybody. You know, the only thing she told me that to me I was a gift to her. So that's all I know. But the rest about where my biological parent is a history to me, of which at the moment I don't care, or I can't have that moment of looking for them. You know, it's a long history. I don't know where to get them. But all I know that I have a caring family. That's what matters. Now I have a child to take care of, and that is the most important thing.
Yeah. You know, I used to think that probably because Maria Mugini, she's my elder sister. Actually, my grandma brought her up, so she is our blood. You know, so I used to think, because we've never sat down, I've never asked you any question, because I used to think probably Goko, grandma, probably knew, you know your history, you know where you're coming from. But it's so unfortunately, and it's so unfortunate and so sad that you don't know where probably your biological parents are, which is so sad. Do you know maybe your siblings, or you don't know nothing?
Okay, I met some in Nairobi, but we didn't get along. You know, because like when grandma, I asked her about grandma the question about my real parents and where I came from. What she told me, that it is better to remain that way, because but I tried to talk about it to someone else outside there. And then she told me that, okay, the reason why I was given out to grandma to take care of me, it was like this. Okay, my biological mom got me out of wedlock, and then
Wedlock.
Yeah.
What is wedlock?
Outside marriage.
Yeah, your
like-
mom got you outside married.
Yeah. And then when her husband heard about it, she wanted me to get killed.
Oh.
Yeah, so she was working in Nairobi. The man was working in Nairobi, and then when she heard about my birth, she traveled to home. When he traveled, actually he went direct looking for me where I was, and then I heard that the woman had to give me out. He handed me over to someone else to hide me, because she never wanted me to get killed. And then when grandma came, she told grandma, you can take this child to a church, to a Catholic church, actually to the nannies, to take care of her, because here I can't be able to raise her up, because if she stays here, she will get killed, and that's not what I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when grandmother took over and
Raised you.
and raised me. Yeah.
All right. So meeting your brothers probably in Nairobi, because it's one blood.
Yeah.
You've never asked probably about mom, because now I understand. Probably you don't know your dad, but probably you might, if you want to, definitely, because I see a mom here that does not have any mistake, because she was protecting you, right?
Yeah.
So have you thought of asking? Probably, I know that you don't have the ties with the family, and that is personal. But because for the sake of my viewers and this video, have you ever thought of probably asking your brothers, probably where even your mom, not even your dad, where your mom is?
Okay, you know, it depends. When you feel welcome somewhere,
Yeah.
you will ask that question.
Okay.
But if you feel there is not that connection,
Mhm.
like for them, maybe they would be the first person to tell me this is what happened.
Yeah.
Because they know that my elder, I understand I'm the last born.
Ah, you are the last
Yeah.
one. Oh,
So
okay.
for them, even they could have taken initiative of looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I met them, maybe they could have told me, now welcome home, this is what happened, and we even visiting, going ahead and visiting where I have been raised.
Yeah.
It would have bring that.
I completely get it.
Yeah.
So,
So for me, at the moment, it is like, you know, you don't want to follow what you never had before.
yeah.
I
Ah,
have
okay.
to move on. Like they have not shown me what it means to belong in that family.
Okay.
So I moved to where I belong.
Okay.
Like I feel that this family I'm right now understand me, know me from A to Z.
Yes.
Rather than anyone out there.
Yeah.
We have grown up together.
Yes.
With you, everything we have shared together until when now I went out there. So it is difficult. You can tell who is Maria Mugini, but I believe my biological brother cannot tell who is Maria Mugini.
Yes,
That's
very
what
true.
I know.
Yeah.
So there is no need for me to go out there and start looking on something that is not adding any value in my life.
Yeah.
I have a lot to focus on. I have a future to look up to. I have a daughter there. If today something happens to me, I won't be able to reach to my brother, my biological brother. Even at the moment, I do face a lot of challenges. Who am I going to? Who am I going to? It is mom I'm calling. Who is your mom?
Yeah.
And you. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
So personally, I feel I don't have any connection with the other family, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Yes.
Yeah, so I respect that, and we know that even when it comes to this, she's my sister, and when it comes to probably people who adopt kids, definitely I think it's the same story. So tell me, Maria Mugini, how now that you are this baby, you are the girl, you are living with Goko, our grandma. How was growing up?
Okay, for me, I prefer growing up in the village was much better, and I really wish grandma was around. Sometimes I really miss her, and I miss everything, the life we shared together, and I miss how we grew up together. There is that unit we had. Sometimes I feel that maybe growing up makes us separate, like each and everyone is living his or her own life.
Yeah.
We have families now, but during growing up in the village, we had that, we felt as in the life we had was just simple. It was not the best life, but it was simple. A simple life. Like we appreciated everything we got.
Yeah.
The food was not that good. The environment was not encouraging. The shelter, we didn't have that best like the one we have today.
Yeah.
Today we can take tea and bread.
Yeah.
We can take, I mean, like before we could anything available for breakfast, that was it. Become porridge, busara, and tea was once maybe. And I remember chapati we used to cook in Christmas.
Yeah.
And when a visitor comes, that is when we could eat bread, and that bread that remains is the one that whenever a visitor came, maybe one person you could go and check if there is some remains that has remained, so that I mean you could be the first one to go and clear the table so that you can eat.
Get something.
Yeah, that has things there. But today I can say life has changed, although I miss the village life that we used
That
to
you
live.
grew up.
Yeah, and I also appreciate the life that the village life is the one that shaped me to what I am today. Like, you know, the brought up really matters. The foundation that I found, the love, the unajua ile mtu ana, you make a mistake and then somebody tells you walk this path. That was like your dad.
Yeah.
I know he was a very disciplined man. You know, he was a non-nonsense man.
Yeah.
Whenever you make a mistake,
Yes.
then you'll answer. Just one slap could send you anywhere, you know.
Anywhere to
so
hell.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I still remember I also passed that life, of which today I'm very, very grateful about it, because today whenever I sit, I'm able to overcome the challenges. I'm able to face life because of that. So, and also, you know, we are a big family. Today we are a big family, and whenever you make a mistake, you know, you will remember what will people talk about you, what impact will it bring to the family. You know, there are people who are looking up to you. You know, I receive calls from family members, cousins, you know, Maria, could you do this? Could you help out? You know,
Yeah.
I know when I receive a call from this, or from even one of this family, I know, oh, there is somebody who's thinking about me. There is somebody
Yeah.
who know that Maria is there. Maybe Maria can help on this, you know. And that is the environment, the how I was brought up, that has brought me to that urge of the urge of knowing that I'm loved somewhere.
Yeah.
Some people thinks about me, and they still remember, they still know that I'm one of the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, I think growing up in a poor or rich family is not something that is very, very, very important, because kids, if they are poor, they are not, they really don't know.
Yeah.
Because they are there, they are happy growing up. But what really matters is how you are brought up.
Yeah.
Because that is what determines your future. Like,
Yeah.
for example, we've talked about dad, and I just remember dad. Yeah, dad, when you see Matiko today, when you see me today, I reflect the life that I was brought up with, because honestly, my dad was a no-nonsense man. He was the
Yeah.
best dad, but no nonsense man. That means that you have to be disciplined, yes or yes. And that is what actually, when you look back, you say, today I'm here because probably of how I was brought up.
Yeah.
How my dad brought us up, you know. And we thank God for that, because if we could not be disciplined, definitely Chef Matiko could not be Chef Matiko. Maybe you could end up with
exactly.
because you could end up with probably a bad life, because probably you could even have given up because of life challenges. But because of how we were brought up, at least we see us here today. So Maria, I want you to talk about your education background, probably how you schooled, where you got, until probably right now, like only education.
Yeah. Okay. My education journey has been a long journey, but I thank God I actually achieved it. Yeah, it has been kind of a challenging. After primary school, I schooled at Rokere Primary School, St. Luke's. Yeah, under the support of grandma, your parents, you know, it is that you are being sent home, and then you reach out, you know. Everyone was concerned, you know, when you are being chased back home to come and collect maybe exam fee, school fee. You will meet your aunt, you know, on the way. Why are you going back home? I have been sent something. And then how much? That Bob. Like me, I remember that one day I was sent, and then I met him when I don't know where he was going, and then he asked me, umetoroka shule? Then I said, no, I have been sent home.
Umetoroka shule actually means you escaped from school.
Yeah. And then I said, no, where are you going? I told him I have been sent exam fee. How much? 30 shillings. He had 50 bob. He gave me, and then I went back. He told me to bring back change. I never brought the change, by the way.
Until today. You owe my dad 0.2 cents.
Yeah, until today. Yeah, so that's the primary life, but things changed after completing standard 8. That is the KCPE that I sat in 2003, I guess. Yeah, 2003. So after that, for me, I have been dreaming to become a great person in future, and I believe that is what drives me each and every day I wake up. I always see myself as I want to be like, I have great role models. I like the great Wangari Maathai. She was a strong woman. Michelle Obama. I also, you know, I always watch these great women that are we see on the social media, on the internet, that have brought impact in their lives, and I always take myself as one of them. And I have this dream of one day standing in the United Nations podium, maybe addressing women. That's my biggest dream, and something that I wish to achieve before my life on earth, and I believe I can do so. So after class 8, grandma had no money to take me to school, and today I always say, if only Chef Matiko's mom and Chef Matiko's dad had that, were able to take me to school, maybe I could not have stayed out for long before joining high school. So after class 8, I couldn't be able to join high school, and I had to look for other means to survive, because I knew staying in the village, the next thing that was going to follow was getting married.
Very true.
So I talked to grandma. You know what, grandma, I don't want to stay here. I believe one day I will go to school. I want to go to Nairobi and look for a job. First I wanted to go to Mombasa to sister to grandma, the late Cecilia, but I saw Mombasa was not the option for me. And I was also reading, people were saying that in Nairobi there is so much opportunities. When you go to Nairobi, you can have some people, you can get sponsorship, you go to school, they can take you to school. And also I remember grandma even went to the person who was in charge of education. We wrote so many application letters. He also took me to the church by that time, but the priest couldn't help. And by that I was called to the very best schools around here, because I did well. But now that opportunity was not there. So I traveled to Nairobi, and I worked as a maid by that time. So after working as a maid.
How old are you sorry for cutting? How old are you that time? Because a class 8 is a very young.
Yeah,
very it's a baby actually.
Yeah, I was around 16 years. Yeah, 16
also
years.
It took time for you to complete primary school.
Yeah,
because of life challenges and
okay. Yeah, so I was 16 by that time, and I moved there because my aim was, I never wanted to get married by that time.
Yeah.
Because if I get married, I wouldn't be able to fulfill my dreams. So I had moving away from the village was the better option for me, and that's what I did. So I went and worked as a maid. I remember even the house that I went, they almost refused that I was a child. They almost refused, and then the man was like, what if we get arrested for employing the child? So but I told them I'm not a child, like that. And then the first thing they asked was ID, and then I said I didn't have the ID. So I had to explain the story, the reason why I'm looking for money. I told them I'm raising money so that I can get back to school and continue with my education. So he got interested, and by that time, during that time, so he asked if so I had started with the 4,000
that is 30 USD. 35
per month.
Yeah.
So he asked me, you want to go back to school? I said yes. So he told me, if you work well, I'm going to raise your salary so that you can save. And then the first salary, I had to spend it all. Instead of saving, I had to spend it all because I had other needs, like where I was staying. I had to pay the place I was staying, I had to pay, so balancing that became very difficult, and so I had to move to I was staying in Kibera, so I could walk from Kibera to Ngara.
Kibera is the biggest slum in Nairobi, right?
Yeah, that's where I started from, and the house I was paying 1,500.
Half of your salary.
Yeah, so but every morning I could walk from Kibera to Ngara.
How many kilometers are those?
It is much.
How many hours? Let me say.
I could start from 6 in the morning, and I could arrive at 7:30. Yeah, so 7:30. So even in the evening I could walk back home, because if you take car, I probably is maybe you take from Ngara to town, and then from town to Kibera.
Yeah.
So that one maybe you could be doing for
the road.
For the road, not
yeah. If you because from that place to Kibera, it's 100 shillings plus, maybe 150 shillings.
Yeah.
That is 1.5 USD.
Yeah.
And then going back, that is so 3 to 4 USD, 3 US dollars a day. That is your month salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but along the way, I met so there is our cousin from Kasarani, you know her.
Yes.
She came for me. She came looking for me, and I could to go and take care of her baby, and I felt good because now I felt now I'm coming back home. So I stayed. When she approached me, I said yes immediately, and I packed everything and went there. I stayed there for 2 years. For 2 years. So until I had the accident. I had accident while I was there. So this you can see here.
Yes, I can see the blister.
Yeah, and also my leg. My leg now, even it doesn't feel anything. Idika ganzi up to date. Yeah, so even if you hit me with a stone, I can't feel anything. Yeah. So after that, now our cousin said I can't go back there. I have to, So she looked for someone else, and then I went back to Kibera, and then from there I joined now church. That's a Catholic church. So I joined there. I went and shared my story. But while in Kibera, I was involved with other community-based organizations, just going there and having a look on what they're doing. And then I joined a church youth. There I started learning different things. There was this sister from Brazil who really liked me so much, and she was interested. Whenever I could miss church, she could come looking for me, and she could also send me some food to eat from their hostels. So after that, it happens that I found there was a scholarship that they were looking for youths to join the school, the computer college from Strathmore University. And then the sister, I was the first person to be called to go for the scholarship. So and then sister kept calling several times, and then I was like, why is this sister calling me? Does she know my story? And then sister went ahead to come to where I was living just to check if I'm okay, because I was not picking her calls. So when she came, she told me, why are you refusing this opportunity of joining? You wanna do computer packages? Then so I opened up, I told her, sister, the fact that you see me being active at the church, and this thing does not fit me, because there is someone who has completed high school and they would love to join to take that opportunity, but for me it doesn't fit me. So I told her the story. Then we stayed like a few minutes, not a few days, and then she called me. I told her everything. So in Kibera, we had started a small GBO, and we had started a group of school.
GBO is?
A community-based organization. Yeah, so we were working with my friend. So sister told me, I told her about it, and then sister told me, I would like to come and visit your organization. So she told, I welcomed her one of the afternoon. She was coming from school. And then when she came, she told me, Mary, you are doing a great job. So for me, I'm going to help you out. And how I'm going to help you out, please don't reject any help that I'm going to help you. So I told, so she started to give me the reason why I should be going back to school. So she told me, you are doing great things, and I really appreciate, but I feel for you to fit, even if you are doing this and you have not joined high school, it will not bring that impact to people. In the future, maybe you'll be sitting in big tables with different types of people from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Then how are you going to face the world? So just today you are here, you see yourself in Kibera, but tomorrow you don't know where you will be.
Yeah,
and
very true.
You don't know who you are going to be with. You might you might get along with the US president, and then if you don't know how to express yourself, how will you face it?
Yeah.
So she encouraged me to go back to school, and then I told her, yeah, it is my dream actually, and if I have that opportunity. And then he started to tell me, it was good. Then she told me that, if you go back to school now, maybe you can be able to do your work very well. So for me, I don't want you to tell me how long you have stayed outside. As long as you want to go back to school, just let me know. So he left me that challenge.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and shared with 3 people who told me, what are you waiting for? You have been crying to go back to school.
Yeah.
And the opportunity have come. Just take that opportunity and go back to school. So I went to where they stay, and okay, for me, it is very difficult for them to welcome you in their house, but for me, I could go there. She called me in her room, and then we could share a lot, 1, 2, 3. So I went there and asked for sisters and so, and then I was directed there. So from there, they had even got a school for me. So I was told, if you say yes, tomorrow you're going to school, and that's what happened. I said yes, and the next day I was in Nyeri.
You joined high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I joined high school after, imagine, I was supposed to join Form 1 in 2004, but I joined high school in 2014.
Wow. 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years later.
Guys, this is something that is so inspiring, and especially to those people who feel like they can't go back to school because they feel like the age has gone. They feel like that life is not going. But here you are, you never minded. After 10 years, you went back to high school.
Actually,
that is so encouraging.
I remember a sister telling me, can you be able to forget about life outside here? Can you be able to stay in a boarding school? And I said, yes, why not? You don't have a child, and that's the most important thing. So he told me, actually, I just want you to get anything out of your mind. Forget about the CBO. You are not running the CBO. That is not your CBO. You are just helping. So all I want you to do is forget anything that you have been going through, anything, and then you focus on your education. So, and that is what I did actually. And then when I went there, I thank God I have been blessed with a small body. So nobody knew that I have stayed outside for that
years.
Long. And okay, they came to know when I was registering for KCSE, because our results, our certificate were put on the wall. The year you registered for KCP, so that's when people came to know about it. So we got along well at school. I was very active actually, becoming in sports, in question challenges. Essay, I was there, and by the way, I was very best in history and CRI. So I could go. We did challenges in Nyeri High, those big schools. Like I could go and participate in those challenges, and I could also emerge the winner. I had several certificates that I participated in those question challenges.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is the most important thing that I am proud of. So for me, going back to school was something that, and that is why I never attended daddy's funeral actually, because I was taken by the sisters now. I went to their hands, and then they told me even when I was closing school, I was not coming outside, so I could close and then remained there. So I stayed there until when I finished high school. And I remember when I finished high school, when I called grandma, and that's the year that grandma passed. So I called her. I told her that I have finished high school, and then what grandma told me is that now I can die as a happy woman.
Wow.
Because you have gotten whatever you have been crying for, and whatever you have been longing for.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that she was going to die during that time, because okay, for me I was proud.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just feel that I wish I didn't tell her that I have finished.
Yeah.
And but I'm proud that she died.
Yeah, in peace.
Yeah.
She waited for you. Yeah.
She waited for me to finish. Yeah, and I just wish that wherever she is, she's very proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not that.
Sorry guys, my camera had a little issue. So this is somebody who connected you. Then what happened?
Yeah, so when I completed high school, so that's when grandma passed away, as I was telling you. So when she passed away first, so I came for the funeral. And then there is this cousin of ours, Nyangwe. I went to stay with her in Mombasa. And then there, that's when sister called me, the one who connected me to high school. She called me asking what I was up to. And then I explained to her, and then she told me, what do you want? No, she told me that somebody will be talking to me, and I need to be open to him. So and then that somebody contacted me, and then I told him everything, and then she asked me what I wanted. She told okay. He asked me if I could join college, and then I told him maybe I can do business for now. At least my mind can, I thought maybe going back to school, continuing with the college, and starting business. So I thought of business. So he asked me what business I can do. Actually, he himself, he googled, he did research, and I came up with this idea of solar installation, because I had traveled to Burundi, then with the church. So I came across that challenge. In Burundi, they don't have that power, so they use power from Uganda, and which is very weak. So I thought that was a great business to do. So we talked around about it. So he said it's okay, maybe you can go and try out. So I traveled to Burundi. Unfortunately, when I arrived there, another problem emerges that again made me not to continue with it. So, but I had gone to do the benchmarking, and so how I can get everything, and how I can start. But he was ready to help out with the business. Yeah. So there were so many challenges that made me not continue the business. Yeah, but the the thing that made me not continue the business, when I arrived there, I got sick. I got sick. So after getting sick, it was so painful, and I didn't know that I have a problem. So I had a friend that I went and stay with. So my friend advised me to seek some
medical attention.
medical attention. So we went to the hospital. First we went to the pharmacy. After pharmacy, they told me, no, if it is a lower stomachache, just go to the hospital. But by the way, I'm really happy about that, because those people, in some other places, maybe they could sell you medicine because they want the money. But the pharmacist there advised me to go to the hospital and they do the test, and that's how it was on a Sunday. So on a Sunday, most hospitals don't do well. So we waited until Monday. So on Monday, I went there and do some tests. So after doing tests, they told me I have fibroids in my stomach.
Yeah.
The word fibroid was something new to me, and even today I can't believe it. I don't, it is still something new. And then the doctor, so I was sent to the gynecologist to go and do further tests.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the gynecologist asked me, why have you been why have you been walking around with this huge disease? Then the only thing left here is operation, surgery. He was like, surgery? How am I going to do? On the other hand, now surgery is coming up, and then you are there begging for someone to help you do business.
Yeah.
And then sickness is coming in. Then you are like, why all this hardship? Why all these challenges? You're like, no. At first I was afraid to tell him that this is what has came up. But I prayed, and then I told now the doctors there asked me, well, how long have you been here? I told them I have been here for 2 weeks. And what did you came to do to Burundi? I told them. Then the doctor told me, now the best thing to do is first deal with the health, and then the business will come later. So I have to choose health. So I start doing some research about fibroid and how effective they are in the body. So I did, because it was something new. I never knew about it. I came recently from high school. I did about diseases, but I never came across any that issue. I never came across any word by fibroid. So I decided to go for the operation. So operation costed 250,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yeah, that is 2,000, around 2,300 USD.
Yeah. So medically expense, the operation alone was that 250,000, and
you have more.
Yeah, expense, because I was going for medical checkup after the operation.
Yeah.
So the process went on well. I thank God. So the most thing I was afraid is when the doctor said that, when you do this, it is the chance of getting a baby is 50-50. Is 50-50, because the fibroid is so big and so huge, because the first one was 8 kgs. 8 kgs, so it was the size of the watermelon. That's what they were telling me, because I never saw them. I never saw anything, and then there were several of them. It was not one. Yeah, so there were several of them, but I thank God the operation went on well, and then the person paid for it.
No, this somebody that wanted to help you do business.
He paid for the for the whole
Treatment. Yeah.
And then from there, since I was there and I got interested with the community and so many things were there, so I started an organization there again.
In Burundi.
Yeah, I'm so interested with the community service. So I started an organization there of women whereby I could buy materials like beadwork. I introduced the liquid making soap, beadwork. We also made a football team, for girls. So I started like that as I was healing myself. So there's something that made me to come home. It was time our interior security cabinet secretary said that we should change the passport. So I decided to come back home and change the passport. Then on coming back, that's when the corona outbreak. Yeah, so
It was 2020.
Yeah, 2020. So I also so that's when I came back home. After coming back, I made the application of the passport. So after making, I had to wait like for 3 months for it to come out. But we are communicating. So along the way, the group, their material ended, and then they ran out of ideas, so I could make on the video call just on how to go about it. And I'm really grateful to my friend in Burundi. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for taking care of me. And you are my sister. She's always asking me, Mary, when are you coming back to Burundi? When are you coming? We miss you. And these are the people who nursed me until I got back home, and she made a follow-up of how I was doing.
You're doing,
yeah. So I'm really grateful that God always give me people who do care for me. And remember, this time there was nobody there when I had the surgery. I never told anybody.
Anyone from home?
I told our cousins.
Nyangwe?
No. Mama Vicky, Angela. And then Angela wanted to make a way there. She wanted to come to see me, and then I told her. In fact, I made the day I was having the surgery is the day Uncle Chache was being buried.
Our uncle now is dead.
Yeah.
And you are on bed.
Yeah. So Angela asked me, Maria, where are you? I can't see you in the funeral. That's when I told her that I'm in hospital. This is what is happening.
Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah.
So what happened after that?
After that, so I came back home to do the passport thing, and then from there was that outbreak of corona. And then when I was here during that time, that guy who wanted to help me sent me to Mombasa. When I was here, sent me to Mombasa to organizations that they were funding from Finland. So when I was there, I got a call because now people knew that I'm involved with the community service organization.
Yes.
Community service, basically. So I went to, he sent me there. I went and stayed there. So from there, I got a call. There were some girls who were going to be circumcised during that time. It was in 2020. Yeah. So they called me. They told me everything that was happening during that time. So I had to make a way back to Nairobi to come and see how I can rescue those girls.
The girls.
Yeah. So after coming, and also during that time we were communicating. So I told them, just give me any details that you are seeing, any unusual behavior from your parents, let me know. So and we communicated very well, and I came back here. I stayed in a hotel from Mombasa. I was in Ukunda during that time. So from Ukunda to Nairobi, I stayed in a hotel because I never wanted people to know that I'm behind everything.
Yeah.
And even up to date, nobody have ever knew that I'm the one who did cost everything. So I communicated. There is a lady here who is running a CBO also called Msichana Empowerment.
Yeah.
Msichana Empowerment. She's called Robbie. So I googled and I gotten her contact. As also I was making other contact to other organizations to see how we can help the girls. There were 2 girls actually. So the lady responded, and we kept communicating until I got back to Nairobi. So from Nairobi, I facilitated everything, even the transport. In fact, I transported the girls from Nairobi to Kehancha to be hosted by the lady. So they received the girls. They received the girls to the rescue center. So from there, and then I pretended like nothing
had
has happened.
You're not the one who caused that.
Yeah, in fact, even me, I was trying to help the family to look for them. In fact, even I went ahead and advised them to go and report the matter to the chief if the girls are missing, because we don't know where are the girls. Yeah, and then I tried to ask them what happened. They told me nothing. They were planning to go home for Christmas. And then, in fact, the day they traveled to Kehancha is the same day that they were coming to be taken to the
rescue,
to the cat.
To the cat. Oh.
Yeah, and it could be done at 8 or at 2 p.m. at 2 a.m. Yeah, so you can imagine, because now the government is against that thing, you know.
So they're trying to hide.
Yeah, so they were doing it at night. They were doing it at night. So and then the parents were like, now what are we going to do? And then there was some harsh words from the parents, the grandpa of the girls. You know, he was like, now what am I going to tell the elders that knew that I'm going to carry out the process, like, you know. So I wondered, is the man caring about the kids, or is he caring about the elders? You know, the man has lived his life, so he should leave the parents of the girls to take their own.
Yeah,
I don't see the reason why the man was interfering in the girl's life.
Yeah. So here you did all the volunteering stuff.
Yeah.
And is there where you met your baby daddy or your husband or boyfriend?
Okay, my baby daddy, first I met him when I got back from Burundi, because the state was not that good. You know our food and theirs, the environment is not, it doesn't get along. So when I came back, I had to seek medical. Yeah, so that's when we met. So I had this headache, continuous headache that I could experience all the time. So I went there. A friend of mine advised me to go to a hospital. There is a certain doctor that was a very good one that could help me. So I went. In fact, when that friend of mine went there, he asked me, you told me that you have a friend who was suffering from headache. Where is she? And then the friend called me. I went there, and then I met him. And when he advised me to go for CT scan, so I went for CT scan. I did all those stuffs, anything that he advised I could. I carried out everything that he advised me to do. Yeah, so from there, that's when he gave me the contact. So he kept following me, how I was doing, like that. So that's when we met, and then from medical it jumped to dating. So
yeah, from medical to dating.
So that's what I can say, from medical to dating. And yeah, so
how has been life probably with the your dating life and up to now? I'm curious, or it's just an interview, guys, but I'm curious to know, because we want to know who is Maria Mugini, and when you go to support her in her channel, you'll already have known who she is. So probably she will repeat this story when that time comes. So.
Yeah. Okay, dating has been it was great, I can say, because through dating I have the baby. And it is it has been a great journey. We were getting very along, and until the worst happened. Even though we were not completely married, but it is something that we are planning. Yeah, because if you stay with someone for more than 2 years, then that is it is probably you know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know each other. So for me, it was a great day, and I'm sure wherever he is, he's smiling. Yeah.
So he died when you were how many years in relationship?
He died when we were because we started dating in 2020 2021. No, the late 2020. Let me say from May. Yeah, during that corona. In fact, even I could tease him by telling me, I could have died because from handling the patients and then coming to the house, you could have infected me with the corona. So yeah, during that corona, so until his death, we have been together.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm so sorry about that, and may his soul rest in peace. So guys, this is a story that is really touching and really encouraging for those people who are feeling that there is challenges about life, and but you have to keep on going, you have to keep on pushing yourself. So given a chance today, so for example, if somebody wants to probably help you, maybe apart from YouTube, given a chance today, somebody say, how can I help you, Maria? What can you respond?
Yeah, okay. Helping in terms of
Maybe some people can come with ideas, some people can come probably with business ideas, or go back to college, or whatever can sort of help.
okay, in terms of help for me, we had planned on starting a business with my baby daddy, and since there is as I have said, I'm so much interested with the community. Like here in our Nyabohanse village,
Yeah.
there is a need for maybe a need for gynecologists, and also we need that ultrasound machine. And that is what I had suggested to my baby daddy, and that's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Like I wish to have that ultrasound machine.
So how are you going to do that, and you are not skilled?
We have a lot of people who are skilled, but they are not there.
No, I get it. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is, when you set up something, you'll find people coming to work.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it is like when you want to start a business, you need a capital.
Yeah.
So like the ultrasound is a capital now.
Yeah.
And then you have employees that, because probably I won't be able to work there.
Yeah.
I don't have experience. I have nothing on that. But it is, for me, it is something that for the community that can help people in the community. Because like what I was suffering, if I had that, if I had a gynecologist, maybe I couldn't go to the extent of having a surgery.
Yeah.
So it is an urge, it is a challenge actually that needs to be looked at, and I wish I can have that ultrasound machine and set it a place like here, so that we can rescue a lot of women, a lot of girls, because with ladies we have a lot of challenges, we have a lot of issues internally that needs to be looked at, and more especially having a gynecologist around, because I have done a research around for the few days that I have been here.
Yeah.
I have so like a gynecologist, you have to make appointment in Migori or Kisii.
Yeah.
So from here to Migori, maybe someone doesn't have a transport, or doesn't have money to go for, to book appointment. So it is a challenge that I have come across. Yeah, and also something else that you see, like my baby, My baby now is 3 years old, and she doesn't speak. So I have tried to walk around here to see if I can have a speech therapy around here, but I have not come across one. But I'm trying myself at least to come up with some ideas like YouTube YouTube cartoons to help her try to maybe to develop that speech.
Yeah, she will talk. Some some kids take time, some kids take time to walk, so don't worry. So what I can tell my fans, please come support Maria, and in this way, please come subscribe to her channel, because I believe when Maria she has 80 videos. I believe when you subscribe and watch her and give her watch hours and give us her minutes, and Maria to keep on working hard, definitely she will get monetized and she will get her business running. So that is the most important thing. So guys, we will have this today with Maria, and we hope to see you soon in another episode, probably in your channel.
Yeah.
And please don't forget to subscribe to Maria Mugini's channel. I'll be tagging her along, and thank you so much for watching this story. I hope it helps you. I hope it opens your mind and educates you. So thank you so much, guys. Maria, say bye to our audience, to our fans.
Guys.
Yeah.
Kindly go subscribe to Maria Mugini's channel for more videos, and yeah.
Yes. So bye for today, my people. Much love. See you in our next vlog. Bye. Much love.